What's poppin' T Squad? It's your girl Keisha, and I'm here with tonight's All Tea, All Shade, Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 2, Episode 17. Letting you guys know right now, this is probably going to be a lengthy review. I got a lot to talk about. But first, y'all like my hair. I got a fresh bleach. Yes, ma'am. You know, my granny's funeral is Thursday, so I got to show up and show out for the grand dame, honey. She loved my hair this color, by the way. Also, I want to give a major shout out to Mel from Love and Marriage Huntsville mom, Miss Vanessa. She has been checking on me via social media, and I just want to say thank you so much. You don't know me at all, but I appreciate you so much DMing me to check on me and giving me your prayers. Thank you so much. I truly, truly appreciate it. And I also want to say thank you to everyone in the comment sections who have been praying for me and thinking of me. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys immensely. This has helped the process go a little bit smoother. Also, Monday or Tuesday, me and Sheridan will be back with a new episode of our new show titled Tea Party, where we will discuss everything reality shows. It's kind of like our after show, where we'll discuss everything, but two of our main topics will be Martell Holt's live that he did this week trying to expose Melody and her brother. And also, I have audio from a phone conversation that Ariane, his mistress, had. So stay tuned Monday or Tuesday for Tea Party. It's a lot of juicy tea that will be dropped, and y'all need to hear all of it. I do have one special clip for y'all tonight on this review, so make sure you watch the whole thing from beginning to end, because baby, some faces is about to be cracked tonight. But anywho, so in tonight's episode, Marceau is at his brunch space with an architect, trying to figure out how they're going to design the space when Martell pops up to check on him since his accident. Marceau brings up the 47 acres that Chris came to him with, and Martell tells him that everything has ceased with the project because of his impending divorce. So Marceau in his confessional was like, I feel like it was cursed from the beginning. Number one is because he made the deal behind my back. Now, see, can't win when you play dirty. You just can't win when you play dirty, Martell. So Marceau asked, how are you doing? And Martell was like, I'm trying to get my money right. And Marceau was like, I would be happy if you guys hit rock bottom. And Martell was looking at him like, why would you say that? So Marceau was like, you don't know how strong you are until you hit rock bottom. And Martell was like, I don't know. I know I'm going to hit rock bottom, but I'm prepared. No, you're not. That's why you're freaking the fuck out. Like, that man is losing his goddamn mind. Like, he is hanging on by a thread. So Mama Holt visits Mel at her home. I just really wanted to wash her hair and flat iron it for her. Like, whew, it was so dry yet so greasy. I just didn't understand it, but all right. So Mama Holt says Mel tells her that Martell keeps telling people that she cheated on him. So his mom was like, did you? Now, mind you, when she was having a conversation with Martell, she was just sitting there nodding her head or whatever and agreeing with what he was saying. And then she does pretty much the same thing with Melody. I don't like that. Just keep it a buck with both of them, but whatever. So Mel was like, no, and you know why I don't consider it cheating? Because I had left him and got my own place. I wasn't dealing with him. I met somebody and talked to him for 3 weeks, and we didn't have sex. You talking to somebody for 5 years, that was cheating. You was coming home to me playing house, but you had a whole girlfriend. That's cheating. Now, in some retrospects, people will feel like you're married. If you step out and start dating somebody else, even when you're separated, that's considered cheatation. We've discussed this on my channel several times. Me personally, if we're separated, I done moved out of the home, I got my own place, you already been cheating on me, and I started talking to somebody else, Boy, you better have several. You better have several motherfucking seats, nigga. Boy, bye. So Mama Hope nodded her head agreeing. And so Mel was like, I hate that he's been trying to smear my name. He stresses me the hell out. He threatened to take full custody of the kids. I guess he wants y'all to have them all the time. Mama Hope was like, no, the hell he don't. I ain't raised nobody cheering. She kept on saying cheering. Mama Hope was like, I can't even go get my hair done, girl. I still got this same bob I had in for the last 2 months. I ain't raised nobody cheering. But you know what, Mel? Since he is doing everything in his power to make you look bad and to take the kids because he knows that's how he can hurt you, let him have them. Go right ahead. You want them? Here you go. Let him have them. I'll get them on the weekend since you want them so bad. If she said you can have them, he'll be like, what? Oh, I really don't. Because he don't really want them kids. He's using that as a tool to hurt him. And to make him look like the fool he is, tell him you can have them. You can have them. Go ahead. You and Ariane, go ahead. Let her play stepmama. See how that works out for y'all. When you over there with her kid, her baby with you, and these 4 kids. Let's see how you feel being over there with 6, 7 kids up in one house. Go right ahead. Go right on. I'll continue to do me, be able to work throughout the week, to have my leisure time and get my kids on the weekend. You go right ahead. Go ahead and give it to him and see how he like that. Because he like to play games. Let's play right along with your ass. Them kids will drive that nigga crazy. And like I said, he don't even really want them damn kids. He's doing that to fucking hurt her. So whatever. So Mel was like, hopefully with this new baby, he don't try to push these kids to the side. And Mama Hope was like, this baby gonna be my grandchild. I would treat him just as good as the other one. And Mel was like, oh, it's a him. And the mom was like, yeah. She was like, oh, I didn't know that. So you could tell by the look in her face that it hurt her. It would hurt anybody. No matter how much you can't stand somebody, she still gave this man 12, 13 years of her life. They were still married, still had children, went through a lot with each other. And to know that he's having a child with somebody else would hurt anyone. So Tisha visits Marceau at his office in a sexy black dress. And, he was like, damn, I ain't never seen him look at Tisha like that. Tisha has a great shape, though. I will give her that, even though she irks my soul. So she surprises him with an igloo date in the back of their office to show him how much she cares, after he had his accident and everything. So they sit inside and, he's so excited about what she's done. And she thanks him for all that he does for her and the family. And Marceau says, can I speak candidly? He was like, I told you in the beginning, I can make the money. I can do this better if you knew that. I don't want you to step in business. I want you to step back in motherhood as my wife. And it's the reason why he keeps on trying to have her stay at home. It's a very big reason why he keeps on trying to make sure that she is cooped up in the house, them badass kids, and not out here in the world, because he don't want her to know what the fuck he's out here doing. So Tisha in her confessional was like, I want to be able to grow as a person and step up financially. If something were to happen to him, I want to be able to take care of my family. No, fuck, if anything ever happened to him, you need to have your own in case that nigga leave you. Don't listen to him, Bernie. Don't do it. Don't do it, girl. Don't do it. I feel like all women should have their own money, their own income coming in, their own revenue, their own stream of revenue, never depend fully on no man, because they will leave your ass sitting high and dry looking crazy, and you done gave them 7 good years, all of my life, and you can leave me at the drop of a dime. Yes, they will do that to your ass and not want to give you shit. You know what I'm saying? And you be sitting up here trying to beg a nigga to help you, and he over here with a whole new family that he taking care of. Don't do it. And Tisha, look at the signs. Like the stars is aligning in your face to show you, connect the dots, girl. Like everything is sitting in the front of her face, but she wants to be blind to this shit because she does not want Mel to be right. And I'm sorry, but she is. So she tells him that she and Mel talked and that she says she wants to move forward. And Marceau rolling his eyes because he thinking in his head, I thought I got rid of this bitch. God damn it, I can't get rid of her. So she tells him about the girls trip, and Marceau was like, do you trust Mel? And Tisha was like, I'm just going to go for one day or whatever. But it's a reason why he's always cautious about Mel and Martell. And like I told y'all, it's a reason why that man, after everything that Martell has said about him cheating and whatnot and accusing him, and the fact that he has never confronted Martell, never held a grudge, even continues to try to build a relationship and a friendship with him, it's all for a reason. All for a reason. So, Martell meets Mel in the parking lot to exchange the kids. And she gives him, all the baby's things or whatever. And she turns around and walk back to the car like, all right, I'm gone. But he always got to find a way to talk to her because that nigga wants her back. He want the old thing back. You're gonna want me back. That, you're gonna need me one day. That old Usher throwback. Off that Confessions album. That nigga is that nigga is hurting. And the audio that I got of Ariane making a fool of herself, talking about how he's so done with the situation, he moving on. Girl, you sound like a fool, but we'll get into all of that Monday or Tuesday. But anywho, he all up Mel ass trying to have any conversation with her just to have a minute of her time. And I wish Mel wouldn't give him the time of day, but I have to remind myself that they are filming a television show, so they do need content. But I just wish he would ignore him, because that hurts a nigga more than anything when you just give them the silent treatment, when you don't give them no energy. That's what fuck up a motherfucker more. When you steady arguing with a motherfucker, that lets them know that you care. When you're truly done with a motherfucker, they don't get no kind of energy from you. You're not going to disturb my peace, honey. No, sir. So, he was like, you cool? And Mel was like, no. And he was like, you want to be in Atlanta? And she was like, I would prefer not to be in Huntsville, because she feels like, in Huntsville, there's nothing but drama. And in Atlanta, she was able to try to breathe and heal and not have to deal with the foolishness every day. And Martell was like, I didn't want the kids going back and forth state to state. That I can understand. Kids do need stability, so one of y'all gonna have to compromise for the other. But I do also understand where Mel is coming from, that it's so much drama and toxicity in this state, surrounded by you and your hoe. I don't want to be around this shit no more. I've dealt with it for the last 5 or 6 years. Like, I'm over it. But you got children with them, so you have to sacrifice. One of y'all gonna have to sacrifice. So Mel was like, they love it out there. And Martell was like, they're kids. They have fun out there. They were with your brother. They were being spoiled. Mariah tells me the reason why they like staying with mommy is because we don't have to do so much. Now, let's rewind that back. He says they have fun out there. They were with your brother. Okay. Now, if you saw Martell's live this week and what he said about Melody's brother, remember that line. Keep that stored in your head for Tea Party when we discuss everything, because that nigga is full of fucking shit. So Mel was like, when he said, Mariah tells me the reason why they like staying with mommy is because we don't have to do so much. Mel was like, yeah, so many chores. And he was like, yeah. Mel was like, why? Because I keep it together. So you want full custody because you don't want me to go to Atlanta. I know you've been going around telling anybody that'll listen, you're filing for full custody. And Martell was like, I already sent that to the attorney. Mel says you would have to prove that the other person is incapable, and I take very good care of mine. Don't I take good care of mine? And once again, going back to his live this week, that's exactly what that nigga is trying to do. He's trying to build evidence to try to prove or show that Mel is an unfit mother, and anybody with 2 eyes, 2 ears, and a brain will know that that nigga is full of shit. But once again, we're going to talk about all that Monday or Tuesday on Tea Party, because me and Sheridan got a whole lot to say about that biggered ET phone home looking ass nigga. So, she was like, don't I take good care of mine? Don't I take good care of mine? And he's even said on this show multiple times that Mel is a great mother. So Martell was like, it's about the kids. And Mel was like, no, it's about you, because them being close to you made you feel better emotionally. They were an emotional fulfillment for you, because the fact is you're empty inside emotionally, and there's a lot of things that ain't gonna never fulfill you within. And I was like, bitch, you been watching reruns of Iyanla. Girl, you better speak a word, because I've been saying it. Like, something happened to that man in his childhood that he's trying to, like she said, fulfill. Martell is not happy within himself. And even when he visited Marceau and he was saying, you know, how when he was younger, him and his mom were poor and had to shop at the secondhand shop for furniture and things of that nature. I said to y'all, Martell grew up poor. He was funny looking. He looked like the little boy. Sorry, Miss Vanessa. He looked like the little boy when he was little. And he grew into his looks, you know what I'm saying? And he didn't have much. People probably made fun of him for not having, you know, nice clothes and having big ears and a big head and being scrawny. His daddy wasn't around. His daddy was in prison. And like I said, that boy harbors resentment. I feel like he harbors being lonely. He harbors being made fun of. He felt inadequate growing up. And you can tell that he tries to replace the inadequacies that he feels with achieving goals in life and having the pretty wife and having the picket fence and having the nice cars and having the nice home and having the mistress and having women fawn all over him and having the big muscles. But still on the inside, he's still that little scrawny, big-eared boy with no father, and that was poor. Point blank and the period. So, Martell says, my children always fulfill me. And Mel was like, oh, well, congratulations. Speaking of that, your mama told me you got a boy on the way. Now I'm going to holler at you. And she chuck his ass up the deuce and goes to the car. He was looking at her like, damn, this bitch know. And he was like, God damn it, shit, I done fucked up again. So Martell was like, how you gonna walk off on my shit? Stop. What about full custody? You gonna say your shit and drive off like a little kid? Like, he tries to do any and everything to hold some type of conversation with this girl, and that just goes to show you that this nigga still love her, he still want her, and he still care, and he knows that he's lost her, and he's acting out. He's acting like a petulant child who can't get his fucking way, and he doesn't know how to fucking handle it. And like I said, Ariane should be at home feeling like a goddamn dummy watching this shit. So, but I'm telling y'all, she is the biggest bird I've ever seen in my life after hearing this audio that y'all gonna hear Monday or Tuesday. This girl is a straight up bird. So Mel was like, bye, Martell. See, he was like, all right. And I loved how Mel handled his ass. Like, yep, I know about your baby. Bye. So Kimmy goes to Maurice's office, because he wants to talk about Jalen's future. She don't really see what the issue is because Jalen's working. And I feel like Maurice is using Jalen, or maybe they both are using Jalen as a storyline because they don't have the monster situation to talk about anymore. I don't know what happened with that. Maybe the mama didn't want that to be a discussion anymore. I don't know, but it seems like now Jalen is the focal point of their storyline. So Jalen arrives and they sit down, and Maurice was like, is there anything on the table that you're excited about? And Jalen was like, I don't have a passion for anything yet. Maurice was like, imagine if we take money off the table. And Jalen was like, I need money for real estate classes. Maurice says, I'm saying it's your life. And Jalen was like, you keep saying it's my life, but you keep trying to push me into entrepreneurship. Kimmy was like, at the end of the day, it's his decision. I don't really understand how you are just being persistent when you yourself have done multiple things. And Maurice says, you know what? You want to know why I did multiple things? Kimmy says, because you couldn't get it figured out. And I'm going through the same thing with my son. Kyrice just turned 21 in December. He went to college for 2 years. He still couldn't figure out during those 2 years what he wanted to do. So I was like, instead of wasting money and time, don't go another year because you don't even know what you want to major in. He was still just general studies pretty much. And he's in that stage in his life where he's trying to figure out what he wants to do. I'm never the parent that's going to pressure him to be like, figure it out. But what I have told him is that until you figure it out, you need to hold down a job with benefits, with insurance, and that's paying you a nice dollar an hour. And that's what he's done for himself. And I couldn't be more proud. He doesn't want to work for someone. He wants to be like me because he sees that his mom is an entrepreneur. I work for myself. I don't work for anybody. When I was his age, the following year, when I turned 22, is when I released my first novel and my career as an author started. So he sees me as, damn, by the time my mom was 22, she had figured out what she wanted to do. But it doesn't come that easy for everybody. Everybody doesn't have it in their head exactly what they want to do. I know people, you know, that are my age that don't like their 9-to-5 job, that want to do something but just don't have a passion for one particular thing. But I always tell people to figure whatever you do in your life for a career should be something that you would do even if you weren't getting paid. That's how much you love it. You know what I'm saying? And if you love it that much, it will never be work for you. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that it's right to push him to just figure it out. Like, everybody doesn't know what they want to do at the age of 21, 22. Like, he's still so young. He just got out of college. Goddamn, let him be out of college for a year. Like, Jesus Christ. I just feel like Maurice is putting way too much pressure on him. I really didn't understand it. And it's like, worry about Monster. Stop calling that nigga Monster, first of all. But, like, he doing team too much. Like, I understand him stepping up in a father figure way, but it's just like, calm down. Let the boy breathe for a minute. He's done more than, sorry to say, most black boys do his age. He graduated college. He has a degree. He's working a good job. Is it a thing where you don't want him in your house no more? Like, I'm not understanding this. Like, I could see if he was just sitting around playing video games all day. He's working. He's a well-spoken, articulate young man. Like, he gonna figure it out. Let him be. It's gonna be cool. So Maurice was like, every day I help young men figure out what they want to do. I feel like there's a level of inadequacy for me when I look at my son and I say, what am I doing that he doesn't have this stuff figured out? Because this is exactly, because this is actually what I do. And like I said, this is more about him than it is about Jalen. You know, this is about your ego. Like, why can't I help him? Why can't he figure it out? Why can't I be that tool? That ain't got nothing to do with him, honey. That has everything to do with you. So Jalen was like, it's hard to pick a path when you have people in one ear saying be an entrepreneur, and then you have other people saying, you know, it's okay to work a job. I got to figure this out my way. And they was like, all right, bet we gonna, you know, back off. Well, Maurice was like, he was going to back off. So it's the day of the girls' trip. Mel, Kimmy, and Destiny arrived first. They all look great. I have to give it to Destiny. Her snapback is everything. Her and Kimmy's body, they were both showing a little skin. They look great. I'm so happy Mel got her hair back short and blonde. Love her with her short hair. That's the best hairstyle for her. So Kimmy was like, where Tisha at? And Destiny was like, she's late. So they drinking, laughing, having a good time. The energy is just so good. The vibe is everything. And Tisha don't get there to that night. It was day when they arrived. It was night by the time Tisha gets there. Tisha in her confession was like, I was late because I was dealing with the kids. It looks like the ladies were having fun without me. It's kind of a weird vibe. This girl is so fucking batshit crazy. Like, what do you mean the vibe was weird? What, nothing weird. You made it weird by arriving late, bitch. If you would have got there on time, then maybe you wouldn't feel like the odd man out when you arrive and everybody else is having a good time. Nobody treated you no kind of way. Like, she's the type of person that conjures up shit in her mind and then makes it to be true. Like, this girl is in fucking insane. So Mel says that she's gonna have her outdoor wedding as they walk throughout the backyard or whatever. And I was thinking in my head, you shouldn't have said that out loud, because Tisha, watch her storyline next season gonna be her and Marceau having a vow renewal, and it's gonna be at night outside. It was like, you know, she gonna steal your idea because she wanna be you, and that rocks the cradle. So Destiny pulls out Twister, and Tisha like, can I change my pants? Because I just thought it was gonna be like a picnic. I wasn't expecting all this. And Mel and Kimmy just looking at her like, girl, like, you already came late. Now you got to go change. Like, she just doing team too much. So after they play the game, Destiny leads the ladies over to Ima, who's a shaman. And Kimmy don't understand what the hell a shaman is. And I was like, girl, Google it. So Ima explains that Destiny invited her there to facilitate a healing conversation. I was like, oh shit, here we go. So Ima asked him to sit on the ground, and Kimmy like, oh hell no, like, we gotta sit on the ground? Like, girl, where they do that at? Hi, Pumpkin. Hi. get my other packages? It was at the door. Oh, it was? Oh, okay. My son's home, you guys. I love him so much today. Oh, Pumpkin. You got you some meds? Okay. I'll talk to you when I get done, Pumpkin. All right. Mommy loves you. You and I will never part, my key. Ow. Shoot. That was Color Purple, boy. Don't disrespect Whoopi. Anywho, where was I at? I'm going to ask, what is their intentions? And Destiny was like, I want to bring us together and it not be contention. And Mel says, I want to remove the lack of trust and replace it with trust between each of us. Tisha says, I want to move forward. Tisha admits that, during the conversation when they get to talking about how they grew up, that Wanda growing up never told her that she loved her. And I was like, that explains a lot. That explains why she's so fucking insecure, because her mama instilled insecurity with her because she never really had a good standing with her own mother. That's why she seeks validation from people so much, because she had to seek validation from her own mama because her mama never told her how she felt about her. So Ima gives them all cards to hand out to each other that show how they make them feel, and then they have to give an explanation. I was like, girl, Ima, here you go starting shit now. So Destiny gives Mel a card, and they just look at each other. And their friendship reminds me so much of me and my best friend Losha. Like the way they just looked at each other was like, girl. And she immediately starts to cry. And hearing Mel and Destiny say, she don't never cry. That's me. I'm not a big crier. So when my friends see me cry, they looking like, what in the devil? So my best friends didn't even think that I cried when my grandmother died, because they was like, you cried? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? So Mel gets up and hugs her and says that she loves her, and Destiny's like, I love you too. And Destiny says, my card was protected because no matter what I'm going through, I always feel like she'll go hard for me even when I don't want her to. And you can tell they really have a genuine friendship, and I really love them as friends. They got each other's back, and I love that. So Mel gives Tisha the card that says misunderstood, and she says, when I think back to where our friendship started to deteriorate, it was all because of a misunderstanding. She told me that she thought I had a problem with her because I wasn't available. I didn't have a problem with you then at all. I had my own shit going on. I think that misunderstanding started a whole lot of stuff. Ima says, what is your response? And Tisha was like, I think it's BS. And I was like, this bitch, just throw the whole girl away. Just throw her ass away. Jesus Christ, she's so fucking negative and childish. So Tisha's like, our friendships started to go downward because of things that were being said. Mel is like, you and I literally had that conversation. The producers then flash back to that infamous scene where Tisha and Mel sat down, and Mel said to her, like, you thought I wasn't coming around. You thought I had an issue with you. I don't have an issue with you. This, and that. And Tisha is agreeing. But all of a sudden now she got amnesia. She don't know what the hell she talking about and calling it BS. Girl, bye, Tisha. You don't even know why you mad at this point. So Tisha was like, our friendship started going down because of issues that happened in her marriage, and she started blaming my family for it. They then showed the clip when they went on the cabin trip where Mel told Martell that she was pregnant. And when they were sitting at the table, Mel made the comment that I don't feel like things started going down in my marriage until we started being friends as a couple. That is very much true, where she did kind of put blame on her marriage and because of Martell and Marceau's friendship. But that transpired after they had that initial conversation. So that's not where their friendship started to go down, where their friendship had already went down at that point because of that conversation that they had at that restaurant about Tisha feeling like Mel was acting funny towards her because she couldn't spend as much time with her. Tisha is a needy person, like I said. As soon as Mel couldn't spend time with her or whatever, she immediately went into panic mode, like, oh my God, did I do something wrong? Does she not like me? Because once again, she seeks validation from other people. Meanwhile, if you paid attention, the reason why she had fell back is because her husband was fucking cheating. She was going through things, girl. That's why she couldn't be hanging around with your ass all the time. And she probably did feel some type of way because yo nigga knew what the fuck was going on and was all up in her face, grinning and skinning, knowing what the fuck was going on. Ugh. So, Tisha said it's the lies that Mel has said about my relationship to try to destroy my marriage. Mel says, what have I lied about? Nothing I have said or will say is a lie. And that is the truth. Tisha says, I can leave. There's nothing for me here. I can't reconnect with someone who can't own up to what they've done to another person that has been there for them. The things she's done is unfair. Mel says, can she please say the things that I've done that is unfair? Mel then gets frustrated and ruffles her hair, and Tisha's like, that's attention seeking. That's attention seeking. Mel was like, tell you the truth about what? Tisha's like, the post you put up about my husband. Mel says, what is your question? Tisha said, what did the post say? Mel says, you tell me what it says. And Tisha's like, I'm not about to do this back and forth with her. Because Mel was being petty at that point and being childish. Like, you tell me what you get, and I'll tell you what I said. So Tisha, her confession was like, Mel accused my husband of cheating on social media and with someone she knows. That person has denied it. So, of course, Mel doesn't want to admit she lied. Now, if you remember, last year, it was exposed that Marceau was allegedly cheating with the girl that does Mel's hair. The girl and Marceau and Tisha went on Instagram Live to dispel the rumors. The girl was on there saying that she ain't never slept with Marceau. He ain't never bought her no car. She would never do anything like that. Blase, blase, blah. I told y'all I had some receipts. Your girl comes prepared. Now, this is one of the audios of Ariane on the phone with this girl named Dana. She doesn't even know that this girl named Dana is recording their conversations. But we'll get into more of that on Monday or Tuesday. But at the 1 minute 13 second mark of this audio clip, and I got this tea from the Original Straight YouTube channel, the Original Straight No Chaser YouTube channel. You hear Ariane say this about Marceau. And mind you, she doesn't even know she's being recorded.
Coming out, or he still got his shit under wraps? Well, they'll discuss me. They play too much. Shit. He coming out, or he still got his shit under wraps? He got his shit under wraps. Shit, Marco ain't crazy. Tisha ain't crazy. The only thing getting out, babe. Okay, that's cool then. That's cool. Tisha better tread lightly so I won't say nothing then. She better not be on there talking shit about me. I don't think I'm serious. I don't think that they talk though. Melanie, I don't think she's talking to I think her and Tisha still mad. Yeah, Tisha bring you up all the time saying she was my girlfriend. She do say that. Tisha, mind your motherfucking business, Tisha. And that's on that. That's all I'm saying. People can say all the time that Martha and cheated on that girl, but ain't nothing came out. Ain't nobody said nothing. I don't think they said it was Alonda, and Alonda said that wasn't true. Do you know that she got on live with them, and that's a boss bitch? Dana, do you know that that's really true? He was fucking her and for years, though. And I put that on everything. For real? For years, Dana. And that bitch is bold. That bitch is bold. Hold on. Marceau was really fucking Yolanda. Yes. Are you sure? Because that girl got on there and said that was a lie. Dana, me and Marcel fell out. Like, couldn't believe it. Like, Dana, if I'm lying, I'm flying, and my big ass ain't flying nowhere at this point. That I promise you. I couldn't believe it. And I would call Tisha out on that shit. Bitch, you on live looking stupid. At least my ass never was trying to be friendly. What's the fuck?
So, Tisha, you owe Mel an apology. She been trying to tell your ass, girl. This how this shit go. They was couple friends, right? Martell and Marceau was being niggas and cheating. Marceau started fucking with Alonda, her hairdresser. So Mel was looking like, oh, okay, this nigga fucking my hairdresser, knowing I'm friends with his wife. So if he doing that, what is my husband doing? So she already side-eyeing both of their asses, right? Now, that was some fake ass shit for Mel to still be friends with Tisha, knowing that he was fucking her hairdresser. But maybe she was feeling like that ain't none of my business. I ain't getting in between that because that's my girl and this is my girl. But it's 100% true. He fucking that damn girl and you's a bold bitch. But I know hoes that done did it because I done did some whole shit in the past too as well. Ariane also went on to say that they back fucking around too. Him and the girl. They had cooled off after they had got exposed. And then she went on live and denied it. But now they back fucking around again. Yeah. I want to save all my thoughts for Monday or Tuesday, but Tisha, you a fool. And when everything is exposed, finally, because Ariane didn't even know she was being recorded, so she ain't even got no reason to lie. Everybody know your T-girl, but you. Or you probably do know and just don't want to face the facts. It's anybody with eyes can see that Marceau been cheating on you. We all been saying that since season 1. And the fact that he had his bitch get on live with you and deny that shit to your face, girl. That's why Marceau has been trying to keep things copacetic and cool with Martell and Mel because they know the tea on him and got fucking receipts. That's why he don't want to go off on him. That's why he always telling Tisha to calm the fuck down, because he already know that they can expose his ass and they holding that shit over his motherfucking head. So Tisha, while you trying to go off on her, you need to be checking that nigga, that the Grinch that stole Christmas that you laying next to every night, girl. That's why I'm by myself, because I wish a nigga would play in my face like that. I would beat her ass and his until I couldn't beat their asses no more. Every time I saw them, I'd fight them, because y'all really making me look like a fucking idiot. You put this bitch on live with me knowing you fucking her, and y'all both gonna sit up here and go live and deny that shit knowing it's fucking true, girl. But okay. So Mel was like, you asked me, you said your husband is telling lies. What did I say? Tisha says, you said roll up on your husband. Mel says, my response was find out for yourself. So if I wanted to destroy your marriage, first of all, I can't destroy your marriage. Tisha says, you tried, but you can't, but you cannot. Mel was like, girl, if I wanted to bring certain things to your marriage, I would have said a lot of stuff that I avoided saying to you while Kimmy was right there with us. Girl, the shit is all right there. Like, she keep on trying to tell her, stop fucking playing with me because I could have been embarrassed your ass. So Tisha was like, you can say it. Mel was like, but don't be coming in my face acting like shit ain't happened when it has. Tisha says, it hasn't happened. It happened to you, not me. Don't try to put me in your situation. Mel was like, I'm not trying to put you in my situation. Tisha says, you can't make stuff happen to me that hasn't. That's your life. Mel says, I know my situation and I know my life. And obviously I know more about yours than you do. Mel didn't stand up because she gets upset because she was like, this is what I get when I try to be positive and then motherfuckers take me out of my element and then I start going off and I end up looking like the bad guy. So I'm just going to leave. She got emotion. You could tell she was kind of about to start crying. Tisha rolling her eyes like the jackass she is. I'm going to go to try to stop Mel from leaving. And Destiny says to Tisha, like, you know, y'all obviously care about each other. Y'all wouldn't be going back and forth. And then the episode goes off. Child, this is a mess. This is a mess. A mess. If Carlos, this audio needs to be brought on the show next season, sir. Hello. Bring this to the show. This audio. Come on, sir. Child, Tisha, girl, just pray to the Lord and pray for a brain, child. You better get on some Wizard of Oz shit and ask Oz for a brain, child, because everybody playing in your face and you look even more dumber than you actually are, sis. That's my review of Love and Marriage Huntsville, guys. It's a 40-minute fucking video marinating that tea, because it's more where that came from on this week's episode of Tea Party. Tea Party will not be a weekly thing. It'll be bi-weekly or every few weeks, because I'm in the midst of writing my next novel, and you all know what's been going on in my personal life. But we're very excited about bringing you another episode. Sheridan was actually on my last Spill the Tea, but now we've created Tea Party for you guys. Like I said, I have so many audio clips of this conversation with Ariane. And then, like I said, we're going to discuss Martell's live that he did this past week. Make sure you guys thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I probably won't be doing a review Thursday, like I said, you guys, because that's the day of my grandmother's funeral once again, so you all will know if you don't see a growing up hip-hop review. Love you guys so much. See you on the next one. Bye.